And now we shift our focus to Israel, where Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in the midst of another controversy. With missiles still falling and tensions with Iran at a boiling point, Netanyahu has drawn criticism after evoking his son's postponed wedding as an example of personal cost during the ongoing conflict.
Each of us bears a personal cost, and my family has not been exempt. This is the second time that my son Avner has canceled a wedding due to missile threats. It is a personal cost for his fiancée as well, and I must say that my dear wife is a hero, and she bears a personal cost.
The comments came on Thursday during a media briefing outside the Soroka Medical Center in Beersheba, which was struck by an Iranian missile earlier that morning and reportedly wounded more than 70 people. Standing near the blast site, Netanyahu referenced the British World War II experience and once again vowed to eliminate what he called the nuclear and missile threat aimed at Israel's annihilation.
Is fighting to remove the nuclear and missile threat aimed at our annihilation. We're targeting military sites. We're targeting nuclear sites. We're targeting missile sites. They're targeting a hospital.
But the Prime Minister's remarks, intended to show solidarity with Israeli citizens, instead drew sharp criticism from the public and political opponents. Online, many Israelis called the comments insensitive, especially amid rising civilian casualties and ongoing hostage situation in Gaza. Anat Angres, the mother of Hamas-held hostage Matan Angres, in a post on social media highlighted her own family's struggles. She said her son had been in hellish dungeons of Gaza for 622 days and that she was still waiting for the Prime Minister to bring him home. Meanwhile, lawmakers also joined the criticism, with Knesset members Gilad Kariv calling Netanyahu a narcissist.
I know many families who were not forced to postpone a wedding, but who will now never celebrate the weddings that were once meant to take place.
Kariv also challenged the Prime Minister's praise of his wife Sarah, whom he described as a hero.
The doctors who leave home for night shifts are the heroes. The teachers who keep our children together on Zoom and phone calls are the heroes.
Another former Israeli minister accused the Netanyahu family of lacking self-awareness and humility.
This is a family with zero self-awareness, zero humility, and with a rare mix of narcissism, egocentrism, and collective sociopathy that for some reason we, their subjects, have become accustomed to enduring in silence, some even with great admiration.
One social media user wrote that while the Prime Minister's family is likely protected in secure facilities, ordinary Israelis scramble for bomb shelters, with lives being lost daily. And now criticism over wedding plans of Prime Minister Netanyahu's son had reportedly been brewing in Israel for several days. The ceremony was first scheduled for November but was postponed due to security concerns. It was then rescheduled for Monday despite reported warnings over opposition protests. A report suggests that more than 1,000 guests had been invited for the wedding, prompting condemnation that such an extravagance underscored the disconnect between the Netanyahu family and the public at large. And according to some reports, the Prime Minister planned a short leave for the ceremony, which may have also contributed to a false sense of calm in Tehran ahead of Israel's aerial strikes just last week. And for now, the Prime Minister has not responded to the criticism, but as the war enters a new week, the questions around leadership, sacrifice, and public trust only grow louder.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka budget.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$1
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.